This is LOA Recon with Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we explore the ins and outs of conscious creation to manifest our favorite dreams come true. Let's have some fun together. Welcome and thank you for joining me for another episode. I'm still smiling from having discovered Doug and the Business Cats by Drennan Davis. Oh my word, his videos are hilarious. Oh my gosh, I've been enjoying those. Okay, hey, today's episode, there was a newsletter I sent out earlier this year, a couple months ago, and a handful of readers asked if I would turn it into a podcast, so here we are. This is 3 steps to manifest money pronto. When your money situation is not what you want it to be, this is how you can use your creative powers to let the money in quickly. So whether you're just feeling a financial pinch or whether it's dire straits, got to figure something out fast, it's going to be the same process. Whenever you're ready to let some more money in, these are the 3 steps for it. First, you got to okay, I was going to say you got to stop, but actually, you know what? I'm going to say because sometimes I'm doing this routine too. The first thing we got to do is stop rehearsing the problem. We've got to stop being so aware of what our money troubles are. You know what? Even when we're law of attraction savvy, sometimes we just keep reiterating to ourselves how bad things are. Like we got to do something, figure this out because this is no good. That routine is not going to help. All universe can do with that instruction is more of the same. More money problems, more nothing working, nothing happening, more reasons to be nervous or anxious. So first things first is stop that routine because nothing good can happen while we are singing that tune. As long as we're aware of the problem, we're not a match to solutions. So we've got to be willing to hit pause on that playlist. Okay, once we've done that, and I get it, it isn't easy to do when we believe in those problems so strongly, when they seem so real, so pressing. But I'm telling you, this is how we manifest money fast. First, we put the problem down. And then the second step is find a way to feel better first before the money gets here. I mean, just stopping that old routine of talking and thinking about what's wrong and how bad it is and how did this happen and why is nothing working and how worse can it get? Okay, just ending that story is already going to be an improvement in how we feel, but we want to take it a step further by finding a way to feel however you'll feel when the money's flowing the way you want it to. Maybe that's like relief. Maybe it's satisfaction. Maybe it's comfortable again. Maybe it's ease. I don't know. But if you can identify how you'll feel when your money situation is resolved, that's worth shooting for now. So how can you give yourself the feeling of whatever that is? I think for a lot of us, it's relief. So if I were looking to activate relief, there's so many ways to do it. We could imagine it. We could imagine things working out just, in our mind's eye. Or we could recall a time when money was working for us, draw from a memory or revel in a past money success. We could eavesdrop on someone else's good situation. That's called drafting in LOA world. Or we could script it, speak it like it already happened. We could do those things. Or we could just find some other way to feel relief, like take some sort of action, even if it's unrelated. Sometimes those work best when it's unrelated. Like, if you've been wearing uncomfortable shoes, take them off. Or if you had an appointment coming up you weren't looking forward to, cancel the lunch date. Or if there's been a call that's been weighing on you, make the call, just get it handled. Anything that will help you feel relief or whatever it is that you'll feel when your money situation is how you prefer it to be, find ways to feel that way now. Or it doesn't have to be feeling exactly how you'd feel when the money situation is resolved. It could be finding a way to feel any kind of better. Any way to feel any kind of better will work. That includes things like positive distractions. Could be a dog walk or watching a comedy reel, Doug and the Business Cats, or reading a good book, or for me, doing some yard work. I love yard work. That's one thing, a positive distraction, whatever might work for you. You could also clear your mind. Yes, I'm talking about meditation. This is the time for it. Maybe even a guided meditation. Or you could make a point of noticing what's going right in your world. Just look around for other things that are going your way. They don't have to be money related. It often works better if they're not. You could also make a list of reasons to believe that things are going to work out in this situation. Any way to feel better is what I'm talking about. That's how you upgrade your vibrational neighborhood to be a match to let the money roll in. Okay, the third step. I know this one can be tricky too, but it's an important third step. It's to let the solution appear. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to figure it out yourself. It's so natural when we're feeling financial pressure to try to force an answer into place or to scramble for a solution or to try to make it happen through our sheer effort or desperate action. But honestly, those desperate actions, they're blocking our solutions because acting desperately only reinforces the vibrational instruction that blocks the money from coming in the first place. So we want to relax and let inspiration guide us, because once we've switched up our vibration from feeling needy and desperate to something better like relief and enjoyment, once we've done that, if there's anything we need to do to facilitate the arrival of the money, we will feel called to it. We'll feel drawn to it. We'll feel like it. It won't be like something I got to do or I should or everyone's telling me to. It'll feel natural and enjoyable. In fact, lots of times we don't even have to do anything. It just shows up through one of the other avenues that wasn't working for us before. It works now because we changed our vibe, and now we're a match for having money instead of not having money. In fact, here's a quick example of this. A couple weeks ago, I finished a group event. That's right, we were tuning to money, where we practiced the vibration of what we wanted our money to be. And a participant, she did the vibrational work, and she kept doing the same things she'd been doing, going to work, managing the bills as best she could, doing her best to not freak out about things. And she started making more money. Like her sales went up, her traffic increased. Like she hadn't done anything different other than shift her vibration. But all of a sudden, things got better, significantly better. She said it was her best month of the entire year. And then on top of that, the IRS decided to knock off a 5-figure balance off of her tax debt. It was a dramatic improvement for her, and they reached out to her for it to communicate that decision. She'd tried having it remediated, but those attempts went nowhere. Once she stopped trying to make it happen and she found a way to manage her vibration just out of the blue, well, we know it's not out of the blue. It's out of her vortex, as Abraham would say. Once we get lined up with what we want, that's why it seems like it comes out of the blue. They reached out to her and said, okay, 5-figure debt, eliminated, ta-da! That's just one recent example, but this happens so many times when all we do is find a better vibration and things start going our way. Literally, no action is required on our part lots of times. Okay, sometimes we will be called or we'll feel drawn to do something. When we hear that call, which is through the call of inspiration, it's always enjoyable, or at least it will feel something like relief. When we hear that or we're drawn to something, then we will honor that. So sometimes we will do something if we're called to it, but lots of times, universe already has a plan for how to get the money to us. It was just waiting for us to feel better. I love how this works. It's so reliable. So, to summarize, first, we stop telling the story about what a big problem we've got. Second, we find a way to feel better before the money gets here. And 3, we stop trying to make it happen ourselves and we just let the solution appear. I mean, we'll answer whatever inspirations arrive, but we're not going to try to figure it out our own selves because we are not as good at this as universe is. And that's who we want driving. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for listening, everyone, and happy manifesting. P.S. Speaking of courses I'm leading this year, this is final call for Perfect Client Creator. We start Monday. I haven't led the live version of this in 5 years. This is actually the 2.0 version. So if you are interested in using your creative powers to draw in more clients, customers, readers, subscribers, whatever, join us at perfectclientcreator.com. Looking forward to playing with you there.